In the midst of grief, it's normal to not feel like doing anything. But if you're up for it, one thing that can help in so many ways is to write or journal. I'm going to discuss 4 reasons why writing can help you in the midst of grief. Writing or journaling is one of the simplest and most powerful ways to help you on your grief journey. You don't have to think of yourself as a strong writer to get these benefits, but it does help to have a sense of why writing helps. So let's discuss 4 reasons why writing helps as part of grieving. First, the simple act of putting our thoughts and feelings on paper helps us feel better. This is also true when you talk about your thoughts and feelings. Mental health professionals see this all the time. When people just begin to share their concerns, they start to feel better even though nothing has really changed. After we've written them down, our fears and concerns are usually less scary and less overwhelming. Simply the process of naming our fears can reduce them. For example, writing down that I'm afraid of being a single parent or managing household tasks after the death of my spouse, or I'm scared about staying connected to my extended family after the death of my parents, or I'm afraid of forgetting my loved one. Simply naming these fears reduces their power. And an easy way to do that is to just write them down. The second benefit is that writing helps us focus on one thing at a time. By its nature, grief is an overwhelming experience. We're feeling so many different emotions and experiencing a constant stream of internal thoughts. Sitting down and writing lets us focus on one experience or challenge. It's difficult to make much progress on anything when you're caught up in the whirlwind of emotions and reactions, so being able to focus on one thing helps you really tackle it. In Bram Stoker's Dracula, the original novel, Mina Murray writes in her journal and says that journaling is like whispering to oneself and listening at the same time. This is a beautiful way of describing the third benefit of writing, which is that journaling allows you to give feedback to yourself. You may write something down before you realize it's true or that it's not accurate. You may see your own strength in your writing before you actually feel it. And you may write down your fears and discover that they aren't as scary anymore. When you're looking to make sense of your loss in your life, it helps to be able to hold up a mirror of a journal to yourself. It will help you find your own personal truth. And the fourth reason is that writing can be a way to symbolically communicate with your deceased loved one. You can share this as a journal entry, or you can specifically write a letter. This is something I cover in a lot of detail in my online grief program. If you're struggling with anger, regret, guilt, and many other reactions, writing to your loved one can be a meaningful experience if done correctly. Every single grieving person I've met has always had something that they wanted to share with their loved one, and writing to them provides a symbolic but still powerful way to do that. So those are the 4 ways that writing helps when you're grieving. Just putting words on the page will often help you feel better. Journaling helps us cut through the noise and chaos to focus on one thing at a time, and it provides a way to give ourselves feedback, and yet also allows us to communicate meaningful things to our loved ones and begin healing some of the anger and regret and guilt and other emotions. If you're not sure where to start, I recommend several grief journals on the GriefPlan.com page. These are designed to provide journaling prompts to get you started. I mentioned that I talk a lot about writing as a part of healing, remembering, and rebuilding in my online program. So if you're struggling and need some assistance, please look to see if my program may be a fit for you. To learn more, just visit GriefPlan.com.